Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is part of the redesign series. I've left in here me sculpting out this nail, just in case you missed it in the last video. But basically the whole point of this series is it's a redesign. So it's about using core powders, doing the 3 bead or however many beads it takes method to just do a natural extension. I say natural, just a core powder, simple, basic. And then you'd work on the basis that your client is coming back, 3 weeks later. You're going to just infill in the back and then do a new design. So in the first video, I did show you how this part as well, how to sculpt. So I'm going to pop it in for this one, but then for the ones after, I'm not going to keep popping it in there because by that point, hopefully you will have seen it. So then I'm going to show you taking off the old design, which was the sculpture carving gel, and we're going to do something different. Now, this was me having a play. Okay, it doesn't quite go to plan. I have not really used holo. I don't really know what I'm doing with it. I kind of viewed it very similar to doing chrome. It's not. So if you're expecting a perfect work of art, this is not it. This is me just having a play, having an experiment, getting my mojo back, and seeing what we need to do to make this better for next time. So we're just going to finish off this sculpt. It's not even a sculpt, it's an extension. Blech. Yeah, good start to a video. I can't get my words out already. Excellent. Am I done? Hopefully I'm done. Pretty much done. I'm going to leave it there and move on to the next part. Oh, there you go. That's that done. So now I need to remove the previous design, and we work on the basis that we're going to file back where the infill growth is as well, infill it all and move on. Now I am using these are toenail ones. I do not use them on toenails. These are purely for getting big gems off, being able to crack it. Look at that. You just pop and off they come. In fact, they're more of a pain for little bits. See, the little ones so sometimes I'll swap out to my smaller cuticle nippers to get these little ones off. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you me doing this to the whole set. You get the basics of how you do it, because people would potentially ask, how do you get them off? That's how I do it. So I've taken them all off. Now I'm just going to file down. Now I am using an 80 grit file here. I don't use an 80 grit file on people. Look, I know people do, but I prefer to use... I'll use a 100 for the sides and the front, but I am generally a 180 girl, maybe a 150. I don't mind a bit of extra filing on the fact that I'm not going to catch somebody, because these things hurt, and generally it's myself. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I also don't like this shape file. I prefer the half moons. But I had some of these spare, so I thought, well, I'll just use it for these nails, and it's an 80 grit file, so we'll get any leftover bits off that really easily. And then all I'm going to do is literally file off all the rest of this, and look, we're back to a funky new set, plain set, ready. It's not a funky set, we haven't made it a funky set. We're going to make it a funky set. We've taken it back to its plain. Oh dear Lord, I'll just stop there, because, it ain't working today, is it? In fairness, I've got both the kids in the room with me. One's doing his writing homework, and the other one is playing with kinetic sand, which is awesome. If you've never played with kinetic sand, you should, it's fun. And if you don't like the feel of Play-Doh, it doesn't feel like that. It's fun stuff. There you go, my recommendation. So I am going to come in. Now this glitter was given to me by Trey. I've got no idea what it is, where it came from. But what I've done, I've just put some wet base coat down. I haven't cured it yet. And I'm literally just popping a bit of the glitter into it. And then I will cure it. Okay. Then, so obviously I have sped these videos up. I'm not quite going like a lunatic on that. What am I doing? I think I'm popping a little bit more in there, giving it a move around. Clearly playing around with that a bit more. Then I will, here we go, yep, so then I will cure it, and it's a 60-second cure because it is base coat. Then I'm going to top coat over the top of that nail, and I'm going on with the first coat. Is you see I'm kind of floating it over because I want it to get into all those little nooks and crannies, and then I'm going to turn the hand upside down to let that self-level towards the front a bit more. I'm also going to come in and I'm going to top coat all of these nails. Now this was the mistake that I made because I thought that holo worked the same way as chrome and that you would rub it into a top coat. So my advice is when I do this design again, which I am going to try again, I'm going to do it in chrome because that would have worked a hell of a lot better. So once the top coat, I've cured it, and I'm just going to pop these stickers on. So what I should have done also is, if I was doing this with chrome, is do one nail at a time so it's not cooling too much, which may also be where this went a bit wrong. I also picked up the wrong tub. So this one that I tried first off is not actually holo. It's like shards. It was going so well, people. It was going so well. And then it wasn't. Yeah. So the idea is I'm trying to make kind of imprints of the stars in the holo. And yeah. So you see, I'm trying to rub this in. Which it did rub in a bit, but it didn't give quite the effect that I wanted. I mean, in the end, I start using my finger because it just whack it on, rub it in with my finger, trying to get it to burnish into there rather than trying to treat it as a chrome. So, yeah, and I didn't want it all over the nail. It was supposed to look like, when I took it off, that you got the star, and it just had like, it was almost like it was shining, you know, the holo was kind of coming out of it, making it glow. Yeah, all great plans and everything. So once I've done that, I'm rubbing a bit more in there. I'm going to brush it off, peel off the stickers, and then we're going to top coat it. Now you can see on some of them, but it's just really, really subtle, which is a shame. Yeah, and as you can see, some of them didn't want to come off because I'd rubbed it so hard I'd got that sticker well on there. Hey ho, hey. But yeah, I enjoyed playing with this. You know, like I say, this was just me having I had an idea and I wanted to play and wanted to see it. So you can see it on the thumb, kind of. And then we're going to come in and top coat, and obviously we're doing the second coat of top coat on that middle nail as well. You can see I'm wiping my brush after each part of the top coat to make sure I'm not contaminating my top coat. So there you have it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Mommy.